Everybody, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how we can create SAP CPI trial account. I've already created a video on this one, but looks like still people are not able to create it. So maybe let me show you all the steps all together all again. Okay, so you log into this page and you will see two options, sign in or register. So if you have already created a user, you can simply sign in. Otherwise, you can click on register. I'm following this article, by the way. So you can also, I will put this link in the description, by the way. So since I've already created the user, maybe I can just show you. Let me, let's say you want to click on register, or you can click the link. Get the link from here also. I'll put my email ID and say next. If you have not created, it will ask you to fill some details. Otherwise, you can simply log in. So let me put the password and sign in. Okay, so our account is created. Now next step is to go to PTP link. So best way to is to use this link and go to step number 5. That is access BTP. So there's the link which I'm talking about. You can directly hit it. Since I logged in the previous tab, so it should not ask us to log in again. So it's not asking, it's simply saying create a new trial account. So I'll click on this continue to trial account. And now you can select whichever origin you want. So for this simplicity, I'm selecting the first option, create account. Normally it takes around 3 to 4 or maybe 5 minutes. So maybe let me pause the video. Now you can see all the process completed. Let me click on continue. Once this process is done, you can click on this go to your trial account. Okay, let's click on this one again. And you can see it's valid for 30 days. Okay, so you can see this home page. Maybe you can click on services and then instance and the subscription. So our free trial account is created. The catch is you need to click on service marketplace. Let's see all the services are automatically enabled for us, or otherwise we need to manually enable them. So for example, we are interested in CPI, so we'll say integration. You can see integration suite is enabled already for us. If it's not enabled for any reason, you can click on this entitlements and click on edit, add service plan, and search the same again, integration. So make sure you enable this integration suite and check this trial account and the SAP process integration runtime. Check these two and add to service. Since it's already enabled for me, it will be enabled for you also. But in some case, I observed sometimes these services are not enabled, so you can enable this way. All right, so let me click on cancel for now and go back to instance and subscriptions. Now let's create a instance for SAP CPI. Click on create, search integration. You can see integration suite is there and create. Let's wait for this to complete. Okay, so you can see the process completed. Let's click on it. Now go to application. And this is the problem which I was talking about. Many people see the same thing. So what we can do, we simply log out from the CPI first. Log out. Now again logging in. Login. Let me put the password and then sign in. Okay, it's still same issue. We don't have access. So now what you need to do, you go back to the previous BTP cockpit Now click on user, security, users, click on this arrow and roles and collection, 3 dots, add assigned roles. So search for integration. So we have to check this. So we have to give this permission, integration provisioning. Let's click on this one. Now this, you can see it's added over here. Now if you refresh, it doesn't come. Okay, so what you need to log out one more time. Earlier time I just showed you like what is the issue, like that's why. So this logout is very important. So once you re-log in again, it should work for you. Let me put the password again. You see, that error is gone. Now we are able to successfully log into SAP CPI. Okay, so next step is to add capabilities, because you see on the left bar, you don't have any options to create iFlow or monitor any stuff like that. Okay, so for that we need to add those capabilities. So for that, what you need to do, you need to click on add. So you, depending on your need, you can select. For this simplicity, I'm selecting all. So just confirm. I think I selected all and click on next. Next. Enable developer hub. That's fine. I'm just checking everything and say activate. And this is going to take a good amount of time. So let's pause the video. Close to 5-10 minutes it will take, or maybe more. So I'm pausing the video for now. As you can see, some of the processes are already completed, only 2 are pending. So let's wait for these 2 to complete, this one and the top one. So we have to wait some more time. Let's wait. Now let's check. Looks like everything is done. Let's verify. So everything is active. Let's click on OK. So it is refreshed automatically and we can see everything over here, but we don't see any option over here. Maybe let's try to log out and log in again. So whenever I'm saying log out and log in, we are doing from SAP CPI, not from the cockpit. So always log out from SAP CPI. Okay, let's log in again. Let me put the password and sign in. Okay, so you see still options are not available. So that means we need to enable some more permission. So for that, what you need to do, you will go back to cockpit and click on these users, same place, click on this arrow. And remember last time when we click on this and type integration, we saw only one provisioning, right? But because of the capabilities, we should get some more. So let me refresh it 1 second. Okay, click on this arrow and role collection. We added only provisioning last time. Let's add some more. Search again integration. You see, when we were typing earlier integration, we were getting only one option. So now since we added those capabilities, right? So those capabilities need their own permission. So for that, we need to enable those. So you just type integration and whatever it is there, you select all. All right. So we have selected everything with respect to the integration. Assign role. Same stuff. If we refresh, if it doesn't come, we have to log out and log in. So it's not coming. So this is the time again we will log out from CPI. Login. Let me put the password. You see all the options are coming. Now let's create a hello world kind of iFlow first, so that I'll show you whether we can create iFlow or not. So we click on this design, integration and APIs. We need to create our first package. So let's click on create. Give any name. I'm simply saying demo. And let's give the same description. Save. So package is created. Inside package only we can create artifacts, nothing but iFlow and other stuff. So for that you need to click on add and then click on integration iFlow. Flow. Add or anything. I'm just clicking on add and open editor. Okay, so you can see our iFlow is created. So that means we have all the permissions. The only one catch. Let's say if you want to call this iFlow from a postman or somewhere outside the CPI, so you need a credential for that. Nothing but client ID and client secret. So for that, what you need to do, you need to go back to the cockpit again and click on this instance and subscription. From the top, click on create and type integration again, and this time we will select SAP process integration runtime. Select the plan. So I'll say integration iFlow. Give a name, you can say CPI. Click next, and create. Let's wait for this one to complete. As you can see, it's completed. Click on this arrow, and this is where you can create the service key. Click on create. Give any name, you can say service. I'm simply giving this, and if you want to change anything, you can change. Otherwise, simply say create. Okay, it won't take much time. Let it create. Once this is created, you can download, or I'll show you, the client ID and the client secret. Okay, you can see it's created. Let's click on view, or you can download. You can see this, the client ID, and here is your client secret. You can put that wherever you want, from where you want to call this iFlow. All right, so that's pretty much about this video. Thank you very much.